So thank you for returning, those of you that are subscribers, and welcome those of you that are new to my channel. So I'm going to give my disclosure. My readings are for entertainment purposes only, which means I would like you to observe the reading and what comes forward instead of absorbing it. Okay? So when you look at it through the lens of entertainment, you're able to actually get a higher perspective. You're not completely attached to the situation to where you're going to sabotage it. Okay? Uh, what we're looking for here and in every reading is going to be your higher self's perspective of the storylines that are existing within your reality. This is a reading for the collective, so you need to use your best discernment, okay? Any advice that's taken must be followed up with a professional. All messages are timeless, which means divine time. Like if you're, whenever you watch this, it's happening, okay? Also, they're prophetic, which means I could be talking about something past, present, or future, or it could be something that's a repeating of history. Use muscle testing, okay? Or a pendulum. This is a pendulum if you didn't know. Okay, here we go. This is a pendulum. Okay, so use muscle testing or a pendulum to discern what part of the message is for you and what part of the message is for somebody else. You can ask yes and no questions, which will help you with that, okay? Yeah, not all messages will resonate with you, and every message is not your message. So this is a trigger warning. With tarot, I don't know what your specific triggers are, okay? So make sure that you're in a healthy emotional and mental space while watching tarot, and especially while watching my videos. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself and any information channeled. Be on your best behavior because God the Most High is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. And the background music that's playing is the YouTube channel Healing Vibrations. It's a crystal singing bowl sound bath for spiritual healing and for the chakras. And while you have a moment, go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button. Support me back. Yeah, tap that notification bell so that you're notified of every time that I go live. You definitely don't want to miss out on the messages that Spirit and that the Most High has for you. So, today's message, ooh, this is going to be fun. I've got a couple of decks here because I'm like, oh, well, we'll see. We're going to start with the tarot, regular tarot. And then we'll maybe use the Heaven and Hell deck. But people, okay, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the room. So if you have a sound sensitivity, you may want to cover your ears for just a moment, okay? I'm going to clear the space and open the reading. And while I do this, I invite in the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, my spirit team, my ancestors, my spirit guides, as well as yours. Any deceased loved ones that would like to get a message through for you or for me. And I ask that I invoke and evoke the circle sword and blue flame, the will of God, the Astraea and Michael legions, okay, into this reading, into every other, like normal. And then the sword of Moses into the four corners of the room, the angels from the sword of Moses. And then I would like to set up extra protection and as we open up ourselves within, I invite my higher self forward for this message now to be with you guys, okay? All right. I wrote all my stuff down because I'm trying to condense it and get it all so I can say my thing in the beginning so that you know how to address the reading and stuff like that. All right, so got some selenite, clearing the energy. So people have been making deals with the devil, and this is like really sad. It's a tragic thing, actually. I mean, there's going to be a lot of laughter with this because we're going to just go through like the human thought process and you're going to understand why somebody did this. But like, this is what the energy. So basically, they wanted a destiny swap. So they went to some practitioner, and this practitioner's like, absolutely. It's one thing to like see something that somebody else has and to be like, oh, I love that jacket, then go buy a jacket that's like that or something, right? Okay, that would be like positive envy that drives you towards getting something that you would actually like, okay? It's compatible for you. So, but when you look at somebody else and you're like, no, I want that jacket, the jacket that they're wearing. I don't want to go buy my own jacket. I want that jacket, the one that they are wearing. Okay, this is when it becomes coveting and it's totally a sin. And so this is what somebody's done. They've looked at what you have in your love life. They've used divination also to try to look into your life to see what you have coming, the blessings that God's going to give you. They see that you're beautiful. They see that you're kind. They see that you're psychic, you're intuitive. I do feel like you might even be a reader. You may be somebody that has a platform like this. You may be somebody that does it, or you may be thinking that about getting into it. I do feel like you're pretty intuitive. Again, I'm picking up kind of Piscean energy where it's extremely intuitive. So you always know things before they're about to hit. Um, but yeah, with this situation, it's been somebody's been trying to do this for a while. And the energy of it is like, I want her gifts. I want her beauty. I want her, etc. And then they're like, okay, I want her spiritual gifts. And I want her destiny. Okay. Okay. So you could be you're an earth angel or star seed. Like, I want her destiny, but they have their own destiny and it doesn't involve your destiny, but that's not the point. Like, what we're talking about is a situation where somebody is not wanting to have something similar or something like that. They're wanting your spouse, your twin flame, your life, your skin color, your makeup, your body. Like, they're wanting to be you and they're wanting what you have, but they want you out of the way. So, so they made a deal. So they sold their soul. And this is just like how karmic doing this action is. So let me just tell you something. So they sell their soul so that they can then get everything that you have and everything that's supposed to be coming to you in life. They'll get it. They'll get it, what you get, and then you get what they get, which would be the bad karma from fucking their life up to the point of leading up to where they're selling their soul to the devil. So the devil says, okay, yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And then what starts to happen, the next day or a couple days later, well, let's just say that the devil's ready to collect on that soul, right? But you are somebody that cannot be touched. You're somebody that just, it's not that you cannot be touched, but right now, like the devil doesn't have a bad thing with you. There's no negative karma. So the devil's not really ever going to go up against a chosen one of God or somebody that is a prophet of God. Like, the devil just doesn't do shit like that, right? Like, but definitely is going to laugh his ass off watching you try to give your fucked up ass life. And this is like somebody that like you have a completely different life to them. They've trashed their fucking life, okay, to up until this point. Now, not only are you in your position doing what you're supposed to be doing, giving messages about the Holy Spirit and what the Holy Spirit says to people, specifically for this Pisces energy. You may be a Pisces cusp, okay? But you definitely have a strong placement of Pisces in your chart. So, yeah, so basically they do a contract, and the practitioner has probably done this contract a million times, and and maybe it's worked before, maybe it's not worked, maybe they're just a scam artist, it could be different situations, but they go and they do this, enter into this contract, okay, and then the devil's like, so I need that soul, I'm gonna collect, and then they try to attack a chosen one. And what happens when you attack a chosen one is you get the boomerang effect, and the law of attraction is like, this person is so protected that boom, it just amplifies what they sent out back to them tenfold. Like, I don't even know how many fold, just infinity, Ein Sof fold, never ending fold, okay? Like, it just starts this energy that's really, really bad, and it gets sent right back. And so they may have felt for a day like they were gonna, like, this person gets so excited. that they're going to have your gifts and steal your life and steal your beauty and steal your man and shit like that. And so basically, okay, so let me just explain this other part of how the devil just played this person in two different ways. So, first of all, now this person has to sacrifice, because they can't sacrifice you, chosen one, they have to sacrifice somebody else unless they're willing to give up their life right this very second, which most likely they're selfish as fucking not going to do. But so they're looking at their kids, they're looking at their mother. Well, who am I going to sacrifice? This is literally these people's thoughts. And you're looking at their girlfriend, like, yeah, who am I going to give up, right? So now the devil, they went into the agreement with one soul, over getting your soul and having your everything that you had transferred to them, and that's not possible, okay? And they've done readings and gotten confirmation. Not possible, not going to happen. Now the devil's like, okay, so now you owe me a soul. Like, that's not yours. Like, that was the agreement. You owe me a soul. Pick somebody, okay? And so now the devil, so basically they sold their soul to get everything that you have, but that's not a possible deal. They still owe the devil, so the devil's going to get two souls. All right. And the thing about it is that the devil's like, the devil can give out psychic powers and the devil can take back psychic powers. Okay. So there is an element to that, and that's why people are attracted to it. So they wanted basically everything that you were going to be. And so the devil's just like, okay, so your life wasn't easy. This person's life has been ridiculously easy. They maybe haven't been happy, but they haven't had to go through any of the challenges that you have, like that I see. Okay, it's like I said, you're worlds apart, just different. Okay, so the devil's like, get me a soul, right? And this person knowingly is choosing somebody else to take that place. But the devil knows that you cannot use spiritual gifts without a soul. That you having a soul is the one thing that enables you to be able to use spiritual gifts. It's not alien DNA. It's nothing other than having a soul, because when you have your soul, you're connected to God. You have a connection. Okay? So so now this person has they don't have a soul. They're emptied out on the inside, but they have all of this other energy, this karma that you had to go through, all of this shit that made you who you are now so that you could sit in your position and do your job. They are having to go through that in an in a time frame, like weeks. Like, this shit's happening real fast. They're having to go through everything that you went through, which is like a lifetime of heartache, a lifetime of being abandoned, a lifetime of pain, a lifetime of being afraid, like going through really losing people and people just turning you down or rejecting you, and you being there for everybody else and people not being there for you. They are finding out, okay, and this is like how devil and the God, they're just like gonna let it play out like this and let this person teach themselves a fucking lesson about why you don't, first of all, you don't even know how to value your own self. You sold your own soul, then you're like willing to sell, like literally, this is somebody that is very emotionally unhealthy. Yeah, Tower. So they're just like, I don't mean to laugh, but do you see how literally you can have a physical vessel, but if you don't have a soul attached to that, you don't have intuition. You're asleep in the matrix. You're in your south node. You don't know who you are, and you're definitely not even fulfilling your own fucking destiny. That's for sure, because that would require you to go into your own north node, not to try to jump into somebody else's. And it doesn't matter. There's no amount of information that will ever make it so that this deal would go through. And Satan knew that, or whatever demon, made the contract, fucking knew that shit. Like, they knew that. And they're basically, the devil's just using you at this point to snatch up idiots. It's kind of comical, but it's really truly tragic and karmic. Like, it's very karmic to sell. Yeah, you can sell your soul to the devil, but it's not fucking worth it, you know? So that's black magic, like in its darkest. Okay, so let's see who's involved with this. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, seriously, they wanted your Wheel of Fortune. They wanted your career. They wanted you, like, everything, your swag, everything. Yeah, represents the ever-changing cycles of life, both good and bad. Your luck is turning and a new phase of life is beginning. Yeah, this person not being able to get you to stoop down to their level, like they were trying to basically take over your Wheel of Fortune and play your wheel for you. And that's not how destiny and fate works out. So yeah, it says period of personal growth and extreme change. The thing is, every time they try to do this destiny swapping, devil dealing magic, you know, these witches or people, whatever, very flawed individuals. Every time they do this, it causes you to go through some type of like ascension, some type of like spiritual ascension, where you get even more. And the thing is like these practitioners try to come up against you and your gifts, and what happens is, see, these are just practitioners that have some bum ass magic, like it's weak ass bum ass magic that they're working with, okay? And that's what's backing their gifts. You know, they're probably possessed by a fucking spirit, most likely, and that's why they have abilities, you know? And so, but your gifts are backed by the Most High God. So, like, there's a really big difference in energy right there between those two things. And that's why it just creates a bigger rift in between the person that's trying to destiny swap. It's just, at this point, it's just a bunch of projection. Just let me project all my problems and all my sins onto you. And you're like, what? Like, you're just in your own vibration that is clearly definitely away. It's definitely, you know, I don't want to say hermited, but you're definitely not engaging in the foolishness of this. Like, they wanted your wish fulfillment, not even knowing what your wishes are. And then they were working with Jinn as well, because I just had Jinn show up right now in the room with me. So they're part of this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Playing for keeps, man. That's like you in your casket. They were trying to take your life from you, literally. So it just so happens that when the Wheel of Fortune gets played with like this, like I said, you go through like kind of an ascension. You, again, where the psychic gifts are coming from is this very water energy that I'm feeling that you have. So you could have a connection to water, even if you're not a water sign. You could be connected with the element of water. So yeah, a personal battle ends, truce and break in fighting, because it can't go through. Like, it's just like when something, it's like access denied, like not possible, okay? Even if they were to try to physically unalive you, it still would not give them what you have. It would put that person in jail, and then you would probably end up coming back from the dead like you have before. And I do see that you are somebody that has passed over that life. There's like a line between death and life, and you've like teetered on the side on over that and back before. Peace and quiet follow stress. So yeah, the energy, it's very they're trying to cloak it. They're trying to cloak what they're doing. And also I feel like a lot of, how I should say this, a lot of this negative attention is coming from the fact that now there's a lot of tarot readers, and I don't mean to talk shit about tarot readers at all, because this is what I'm doing. but you have a gift that is authentic, okay? It's something that's not coming from, it's coming from the Holy Spirit. It's something that's not coming from a entity possessing you, that possesses you for a time. Like what it, like I just see that out of, I see percentages and charts and stuff, and out of how many real intuitives there are, or how many intuitives and psychics there are on the internet, there, it's very few that are like actually chosen and actually prophets and actually have the gift that comes from God, that's natural, that's not doing backdoor deals with the devil and fucking witchcraft stuff, you know. A lot of the channels are yeah, that I'm picking up on, that have this very uh it's like a toxic energy, harvesting energy, because what a reading should do, it should give you peace. Like, no matter what's talked about, know that this is already seen by God the Most High, and the God Most High is handling it. That's why I tell people, when you watch my readings, you know, in the disclosure, don't don't go and do any crazy actions that would, like, you know, change your life drastically, because God is actually working on these situations. The reason we're able to see them and why we're seeing them is because they're relevant to your energy right now and to the situation that's going on. So somebody was warring with you for your destiny, literally, and it could end up, you know, this practitioner that is not connected to the Most High God is definitely possessed by a spirit. That you have more of an issue with these entities that are possessing the people than the actual people that are possessed. Okay, like, let me just make that clear. There is something going on in the higher dimensions here, and it has to do with these entities jumping bodies, and they're battling your ancestors at this point. Oh, about your psychic gifts, and literally, yes, it's about not just your psychic gifts, but your ability to speak the truth. It's more about that. It's your gifts and your ability to speak the truth. And then the fact that you relay things in such a, like, it's like creative, and it's well, whatever it is that you do whenever you're talking to people, it's bringing peace and closure. Okay, so it's like, not, it's not causing people to become triggered and go into the past, and then, you know, which is like the worst case scenario. We don't want anybody to take anything out of context. Know that these are situations that are going on, but you have to look at it that it's going on within you, and then when you resolve this situation, because this was a test, like, this was a big test, and for some of you, this was like, if you have anybody that comes to your mind that is a copycat, that is somebody that is trying to be you, that you think, like, maybe you had a friend, because I am picking up on friend energy, and then I'm not really picking up on family member. I think that at this point, your family is well aware you've got some type of protection, because they would have, like, tried to do this to shit to you when you were a child. Like, that's just what I'm seeing. That's the type of people that they are. Okay, they would never think when you're actually in your north node, when you're moving to your path, when you're in your power, you know. So again, bringing your power back from storylines. That's why I say your higher self. We want to get the highest perspective. So this destiny swap, you may have been feeling like somebody was trying to push their energy on you, or push their thoughts on you, or mess with your maybe you even went through a mental illness. You could have had a time where you really were questioning your own sanity. It's because of this deal with the devil, and you being literally played with like a yo-yo energetically. That's what I'm seeing. And that's kind of, it's kind of what the devil did, but it's teaching these people a lesson and putting them in their place. Not that their places, and this is the thing, if they would go to their own fucking north node instead of trying to jump into your time, like, you're on your own timeline, you have your own birth chart. Even if they knew your birth chart, which I don't feel like this person does. Like I said, they're not a family member. They don't know where you were born, when you were born, the day, like all that shit. They don't know about that. And even if they did, you being like, you being in the energy of being a chosen one, and I don't take that lightly, it just takes you out of the timeline that these people are stuck in. They're, because of their actions, they're stuck in the matrix, and you are not, and they want to like jump on your back and like ride you into the future or some weird shit. And that, what, you're not carrying these people anymore. Like you're carrying their weight around or whatever. Maybe by having a toxic connection with somebody from the past, somebody that really just wants to consume you. The Hangman. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, they could have been trying to trap you or sacrifice you, but literally, it is a sacrifice. When it's a destiny swap, it's pretty much like a sacrifice. And so now, these people that tried to play the Wheel of Fortune, they are, again, a personal battle ends, truce or break in the fighting, and the only reason is because they have put themselves in the hangman position by trying to go for your Wheel of Fortune, right? They wanted you to be stuck, to have confusion, and like they're not realizing that they are in their own timeline that God has made separate from you, and you exist in your own timeline, okay? Now these weird entities, because you are battling entities that jump inside people, and then all of a sudden that person will start to turn on you. No, it's the same fucking entity that you've been dealing with. It's like a group of this type of entity that they like to jump inside people and manipulate them. That's what you're dealing with. It's from another life. So we rebuke that in the name of the Most High God. Again, you could be getting touched, like I was just getting touched just a second ago on my back by something. So you could be feeling sensations around you. Now, yeah, so basically, you're a humanitarian type person. You may not be an actual humanitarian, but you're a tree lover, you're a ocean lover, you're somebody that's really into nature, and you have a great respect for life. Okay, this is the other deciding factor, like that just says it's an ultimate no. You use your abilities to help other people gain closure, heal, and feel better. And this other person wanted your abilities to use them to become famous and to make money. Do you feel the energetic difference in and intention between that? Not saying that not saying you can't do both. I think that you absolutely should charge money for your time and for your work. Like, I'm not saying anybody should ever work for free. But I'm just saying, in the thought process and in the mental intention, do you see how energetically, how nature itself would interpret those two actions differently? So you have a natural backing by nature because you are not going to abuse the power that you know that you have. And I think part of these people, they see you in your power, and they want that power so bad. They want that power solely so that they can use it and abuse it. You know what I mean? And that's just not how power works. A lot of the things that people wanted to take were things that your ancestors had, that were gifts of the people and the great beings, you know, Lemuria and Atlantis and all these other lifetimes that I'm seeing that came before you, that are still your ancestors, that are still connected to you. So like, yeah, these ancestors, they can jump timelines. They're given permission from the Most High to jump timelines and to hunt down and to sleep with the enemy, basically jump in the bodies of the people that are working with this entity. So yeah, they figured if they could keep you in the hangman's position, then they'd be able to do sacrifice, destiny swap. But you're too smart for that. Well, the universe is too smart for that. And the universe and nature, like I said, is not going to call death on you. If they're going to summon up death, they're going to be the ones that deal with death. That's all I have to say. Yeah, and again, they're obsessed with your Nine of Pentacles. You sitting looking pretty. This is about you sitting looking pretty and not needing anybody else, not needing even other people's like people are jealous of your favor from God, and people need to stop competing where they don't compare, and favor is not fair. It's not. When you are always a Nine of Pentacles, favor is not fair. Because this is always about, you know, coming into a large sum of money, but the Nine of Pentacles, like this woman is the worth. She is a spectacle. Somebody wanted to have some type of, yeah, coming into a large sum of money, coming into an inheritance. They wanted your inheritance, your lottery winnings. But they wouldn't be able, like, even if they could stand in your armor, they wouldn't be able to move in it. You know what I'm saying? If they could stand in your shoes, they wouldn't be able to take a step forward, because they're forfeiting their own destiny, and their destiny maybe not be, it may not be what you are doing, but they do have a destiny of their own that they're responsible for, you know, fulfilling. Everybody has a purpose. Yeah, so again, like I was talking about, you may be a hermit. You may be somebody that likes to go into hermit mode. You could have a distrust of others. Okay? But in this situation, I feel like this hermit in reverse card is talking about this person's tenacity. They okay, so this applies to them. So hermit reverse. Now, what would be the opposite of being a hermit? It would be somebody that's going out, talking to people, being very sociable. Okay. So distrust of others. You refuse to listen to others' advice, and the short-sightedness may be your undoing. This is giving this person a warning. Like, okay, you're not listening to the advice of even the readings that you've gotten from other people that have told you that this is not the way to go. Um, Dwelling on the past is holding you back from progress. Rushing to decisions creates most of your problems. If you keep doing what you've always done, the results will be the same. Rely on others, trust their judgment. This person has gotten message after message after message to leave you the fuck alone, and they won't. They're like obsessed with you. So what else do we need to know about this person that did these deals with the devil to sell their soul? The moon. Yeah. So this is about secrets, secret enemies, people doing things in the dark, being mischievous, having ill intent. Your personal faith and ethics will be tested. I'm going to tell you why. Because you've been looking at this situation like, gosh, God, when am I ever going to catch a break? Like, things have been so bad for me energetically lately. People have put you through the ringer. Like, you haven't been able to trust anybody. It's been a personal battle with this fucking entity that jumps people's bodies and turns everybody against you. And this entity has been in your life since you were a child, honey. Since you were 8 or 9 years old. I really feel something happened at that age that attracted this energy in. It could be confirmation. It could be energy that has to do with the moon. But again, I was feeling very much that it had to do with the element of water and your intuition, your knowing, your ability to see within. So yeah, you're confused and easily distracted. This is what they have been trying to project on you, using the moon's cycles. Okay. Fear and anxiety haunt your thoughts. Paranoia, secret enemies, deception. Your security is at risk. Your friends and family may be in danger. Bad luck for those that you love. So this is what they've been trying to project on you. And they've been trying to come in to get close to you, this person that wants to do this destiny swap. They feel like if they can get in your energy, and that, again, this is not how it works. I don't know. This is a stupid entity. God, I ask and pray that this entity be resolved and sent to the pits of hell or wherever the fuck it came back just send it back. And that the portal may be closed on this case, because this is ridiculous. Let's see what demons are involved. They're usually so talkative, but when it comes down to, oh, well, who did this shit? Holy Spirit. Who's involved in this? Okay, so I'm looking at this little diagram, and we're going to do the circles of hell spread, because we're going to be able to find out, like, literally what demons these are and what has been going on. So, okay, so the first ring, the top ring, these 4 cards represent external forces and the parts of the reader's life that are expressed externally. This can be parts of the personality and or the actions that they're taking that can be perceived by others. Okay, when it comes to this situation, we have the first card, which is Pahalia, and this is about redemption. So, yeah, the libertines and renegades on the other part is person, and this is a demon that's definitely about, like, taking away people's liberties and interceding on their thoughts. Oh yeah, they don't want me to talk about this. So the fact that it came up with this angel over, it's showing me that that this person, well, the reason that they chose you is because they thought that they were going to get some type of special liberty from doing this, some special favor. Okay, so the devil or something told them a lie about you that got, maybe, you know, I definitely see the next card is about motivation. Okay, this is Celia, motivation. So their motivation was this redemption. They want to be redeemed. They want to fulfill their destiny, but not their destiny. They want to fulfill your destiny. Okay. Also, the next one, Hakamia or Hakamia, Hakamaya, Hakamia. This is about loyalty. And then the other side, Zepar, is about treason and revolt. So that's showing me that this was an attack on the people that are loyal to you, and an attack on your loyalty to the Most High God. Again, the last card here in this top ring, this is Habuya, and this is about healing. So they wanted your ability to heal. And on the other side is about famine and sickness, and they wanted you to be in a lack energy. Okay, they wanted your motivation, they wanted your loyalty, your what is it called? Oh my gosh, I forget what it's called, but it's something that you get when with every song, that every time it's played, it's a royalty. There it is. They want your lifetime royalties, right? thinking that that's going to redeem them from the life of sin that they've led, fucking their whole life up in destiny up until this point when they decided to try to use some witchcraft to steal yours. And demons. So the second ring. So we're going to do 3 cards. Oh, shit. This is funny. Y'all demons are hilarious. Okay, so second ring. These cards that represent the emotional life of the reader. Okay, so this is like an eye-opener. I mean, it is, but it isn't. This is focused around their heart, okay, but doesn't necessarily mean love, but it can represent their feelings about the situation. And we're still talking about the destiny swapping, devil dealing shit. So, first one, right off the bat, they did this for fortune and fame. That's why I started laughing. So, Poyel, they wanted your fortune and fame. They wanted your favor, okay? Again, you are like Graymary's the opposing demon, and Graymary helps basically bring people together so that they're a self-made person, so that they're inspired by themselves. And this is what this person saw, was you being a self-made person, okay? But they weren't able to see, they were only able to see a little bit of the shine of God, not the full thing. But they saw enough to see that you are going to be successful and going to reach that fortune and fame. So then what else were they jealous about? We have Valak. And this is relationship strife. So again, you may have a divine counterpart, you may have a divine feminine, you may have a divine masculine, you may have a twin flame, you may be with a twin flame, you may be attracting a twin flame, you may be starting a new union, you may be starting a new partnership, you may be in a partnership that's being renewed, okay? In any of these situations, relationship strife was the intention. And what caused that was this angel, Yahuel, which is the desire to know. Like, again, told you that these people had done divination to see what you were going to get, and fortune and fame is one of the things. And then we have the par with malevolent behavior. So, yeah, the idea was to get people to view you as the way that they were viewed by doing some type of malevolent behavior. They think that they could trick you out of your spot, or trick you out of your destiny, or trick God. I don't know. There's a lot of ignorance. Yeah, the one that's opposing this is Mikhail, which is political authority. And again, this is somebody that wanted total domination and authority over your experience. Like, not let you fucking create any part of it. All right, so the third ring is 2 cards showing the physical side of the reader. This can be internal or external side aspects of their physicality. All right. So we're still talking about the person. We're talking about, these are the demons that are, and angels involved. Okay, and the energies and the intentions driving the person to have done these actions. So this isn't me and this isn't you. This is the other people. Oh my God, for sure. So this is what this person's seeing. Okay, the first one is Aladia. This is divine grace. They're seeing divine grace over your life. That's what they're seeing. You know, along with this fortune and fame. And then we have Elamia, which is divine power. So they're seeing divine power. And that's what they want. They want this grace. They want the fortune and fame. They want your relationship. They want you to engage in malevolent behavior, because if you engage in any malevolent behavior, then it'll bring your vibration down to their timeline. Then it'll make it so that they're able to actually affect you. And so that's why they want you to act out in a malevolent way, They don't want you to be able to heal. They don't want anybody to be loyal to you. And what they're seeing is this divine grace over your life and divine power. And the fourth ring is one card. The single card represents the soul of the person and shows what they should focus on to move forward and conquer the issue at hand. Interesting. They need to go love themselves. Oh, Luia. This is about revelation. They need to have a revelation that this is not going to work. It's not going to happen. Not in any place. The other side of that is atheism. So again, they need to have a revelation about the Most High God. So this just shows me that basically all of this dumb bullshit that they've done, including the devil, because the devil works for God, has been all about getting this person who has tried to destiny swap with you to have a spiritual awakening and have a revelation about the Most High God. That's how God is using this situation to bring everybody to God, you know? Literally. Wow. That's wild. Oh my gosh. I love the Heaven and Hell deck. It's probably one of the most fun decks ever. All right. We're going to get a couple of Santa Muerte cards because I picked up that there was some type of other, you know, the magic that was being used was graveyard type magic, necromancy. So we're going to get outcome with Santa Muerte deck. If you don't know who Santa Muerte is, Santa Muerte means Saint Death or Holy Death. Okay? This is Santa Muerte. She's a very protective figure in Hispanic culture. And she is very non-judgmental. She embraces all people from all walks of life. That's one great thing about her. Okay. Show us what we need to see. And anything else that needs to be channeled through. Queen of Wands. So there's definitely a Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is very attractive. You know, they're kind of in an attractive energy. They're kind of in a loving energy. Kind of an empowerment energy. But this, again, the Queen of Wands right here, this is talking about, you know, somebody having, like, what I'm hearing is somebody having awakening. So somebody's going to be, so it's like a multifaceted awakening, okay? That not only the person that tried to do this, sell your soul to the devil thing, is having an awakening, okay? But also, you who got affected energetically, and I'm not saying that it took over you. It didn't take over you, but it did affect your health. When I look at your root chakra from this situation, I see that collective's root chakra is at a 1. Now, a 1 is the lowest that you can go. 10 would be the best, okay? This situation that we're talking about had an energy drain going on your gifts, which pretty much are limitless, but that's not the point. It still was affecting their root work. Don't think of it as roots and herbs. Think of it as your root chakra. They were working on your root chakra, trying to take your stability away. And somebody got really, really confident in doing this, doing whatever their work was with spirit, they got really confident in doing it, so they just kept on doing it, even though they were warned to stop. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like definitely counting and not being satisfied. Okay, they were looking at your situation like, this shit just doesn't add up. I did all this shit to collective, and like all the stuff that I did to collective, like this thing and this thing, I took away their car, I took away their house, I took away da 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 da, and still this person's unsatisfied because they didn't get what they tried to ruin in your life. If you lost it, if anything, because I see that this person's like, yeah, this person's doing actually really good. What happened to all that witchcraft that I did? What happened to all that stuff that I did to take what they were working on, what they were counting on? Yeah, this is definitely about somebody just trying to count you in a lot of others, and you're not to be counted in the same lot as others. Just no way. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, this is definitely somebody, they would have to go to some type of dark Hierophant, to get this type of deal done. It would have to be some type of dark, it would be like dark high priest type energy, or somebody that's in a dark cult or in a dark religion, dark, what are they called? I guess they're religions. Practice, thank you. Okay, so that's showing me that obviously clear choices were not made. And I'm seeing the Moon and the Magician right next to each other, you guys. When I cut that deck on that was the Moon and the Magician. Magician again. And Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. Okay. Four of Cups. This is being like very starved of your energy. These people are being starved of your energy. They're like super thirsty. Like, doesn't the skeleton just look like it's thirsty? It's just way thirsty. So Four of Cups talks about illusions as well. But I feel like this is definitely somebody being really unhappy with the work that was done. They're going to be wanting to go back to this magician and be like, hey, can you check on that magic that you did? Can you look at that? Because I'm not feeling like I'm getting the juice. I'm not getting the stuff from this person. Or maybe somebody that's here from Georgia, Oklahoma, Ireland. Well, I just heard Ireland. Florida, Louisiana. Or maybe somebody traveled there. The Fool. Yeah, this is about you being on a new journey, you having new doors open to you, you having a new path. I feel like this Queen of Wands could be you, you're more in the full energy of being spontaneous now than you were when this whole ordeal started with these people and this entity that's just been messing with you. What about the magic? Is there anything magically we need to know about? Well, there was a magician. They were using divination, but let's see. Yeah, you're the Empress. You're sitting pretty. The Empress attracts and is fertile and manifests. Okay, so again, your Empress energy and everything that comes with being the Empress was what was wanted. Nine of Pentacles. They ran out of time. It shows me that they ran out of time. There was a time frame on being able to do this destiny swap, and they ran out of time. Also, now is the divine time to let it go, is what I just heard. Whoa, these just popped out like that. Yeah, we have the, yeah, they're not getting, this is the one of cups. They're not getting your emotional satisfaction. They're not getting your cups of life. They're not getting that. This is 5 of swords in the reverse. They wanted you continuously running because of your love life. Okay. They wanted you to continuously have to be battling. And then this is the 8 of swords, which is self-imposed limitations. It's a lot of swords right there. Okay. So what is going to happen to this person? Knight of Pentacles. They're sending out a horseman after this person. That's sad. Five of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely one to keep you in conflict energy. And so that you're always having to fight some spell off or battle some bullshit. That's what their intention is. Since it didn't work. Yeah, then we've got a Queen of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody very bitter, very angry, very violent, very revengeful. Okay. All right, timeline. Yeah, the 4 of Wands. This definitely has to do with your creative goals. Okay? Your creative endeavor, whatever you've been working on, keep it to yourself until it's ready to fully be put. Make sure that you put up, like, the Most High will show you whatever you need to do to put up the protection to back this. But make sure that you have everything in a row before you release something, because people are watching your social media and they're after this, your Empress energy, your creative energy, your ability to 2 of Swords, to cut cords with people. Okay, this is definitely talking about doing a cord cutting. You need to do a cord cutting ritual with this destiny swap person. So we ask that Santa Muerte do a cord cutting ritual with this person that tried to destiny swap collective. Amen. Thank you. And a return to sender times 10. Yeah, the 3 of Swords. Boom. Do you see how immediately that just put this person in the 3 of Swords? Oh, I love how God is good. Wow. These people are going to be heartbroken and in disillusionment. This is the Sun in reverse. They're going to be heartbroken and disillusioned with your rise. Because, yeah, the cord's been cut. That means no more magic at play. And it won't be reattached. Yeah, this is a King of Pentacles coming to collect. 5 of Pentacles. Again, they had to crush a lot of people to get to where you're at. They had to step on a lot of other people's lives. That's all I have to say about that card. That just shows you that by you taking these people down in the way that you are, by like not even trying really, because you're just being yourself. You can't help but be yourself. But you're really taking these people down without even doing anything. Yeah, 10 of Wands. They did not want you to go through this transformation. They did not want you to go through this transformation that is happening. And the 4 of Pentacles. They wanted to just be able to snatch you up out of your life whenever they wanted to just fuck with you like this. And that's what really trying to do a destiny swap is like, doing that. Just trying to snatch somebody up out their life. When they're like working for God. Are you out of your mind? That's why they ran out of time. The Wheel of Fortune. We started with the Wheel of Fortune. We're ending with the Wheel of Fortune. This is revenge right here. They're going to have to see you on the top of the Wheel of Fortune, succeeding, spinning that wheel, playing that game, getting your kudos, getting the love from people. They're going to see that you live a luxurious life, not because you have a bunch of items and a bunch of money, but because you have a blessed connection with the Most High God. You live a luxurious life where you need and want for nothing because you are loved and supported. So, yeah, you are love. You are love. Like, what are these people talking about? They can't take the essence of who you are. And now it's like this person, this copycat, they don't even have a soul to bargain with. Oh my goodness. Silliness. Okay. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. That's going to be the end of your guys' reading for today. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, okay? So that you're notified every time that I go live, so that you don't miss out on any of the new updates that and downloads that Spirit has for you. Also, know that you are so loved. And for those of you that donated and tipped, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. There is a PayPal link in the description box below if you would like to donate to the channel or tip. I just ordered a bunch of new cards, so I'm really excited with the money that I got. So thank you guys so much for supporting me. Yeah, there's a PayPal link in the description box below. It's not mandatory, but it is so appreciated. It really just helps me keep going, and it helps me be able to be here for you guys. All right? Because time is money, and we know that this is like one of the most valuable things. So, okay, God bless you. Even your energetic supports by liking the video, subscribing, stuff like that. Like, all of that is support. And so that I really appreciate you guys. And I really want to connect with you guys, and I want all of you guys to have the opportunity to build a relationship with the Most High God and with the Holy Spirit. Okay, so thank you, archangels, for being here. All right, bless you. Okay, know that these energies have already gone into spiritual court. That's part of what this was for you. So they will be resolved. You don't have to do anything. I would recommend that you do the most peaceful things possible and to not engage in this type of energy. Allow, like, I just felt that cord be cut and ripped off. Allow that cords to be cut off. When you find out the person is who the person is, it may be through a dream. Like, literally, you may be dreaming, and then this person's in your dream, and you're like, why are they in my dream? Why do I keep dreaming about them? Okay, it's because it's them. When you find out who this person is, you want to ask God for a cleansing on anything that they ever gave you, food or drink wise, just in case. And then cut ties with that person. Because if you continue to initiate contact with the person that you just cut cords with, that's giving them a foothold in your life, basically. Okay, and where they already sold their soul. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody in your life that doesn't have a soul. Okay? Period. And you still have your soul. Your soul is growing. It's expanding. You're becoming better. Okay? Let yourself shine. Don't try to hold back just because other people are not comfortable with your truth. Your truth is your truth, and it's authentic, and the way that you channel is just by being that fun, authentic, childlike self. Okay, and so I do feel like you have a lot more good coming to you, and I see that it's because of what you put out. You put out basically really good energy, and it may not even be something that people can look at and be like, oh, she's such a great person, or oh, he's such a great person, but it shows up in your energy that you are worlds apart from this person that's trying to copy you. So yeah, just know that it's unsuccessful, and that you will be getting everything that was drained from you, whether it was finances, love life, blocks, whatever it was, that will be cleared, and you will be getting that energy. If it was years of your life wasted, whatever they were doing, you'll be getting that back. Okay, so just stay grateful, stay in love, stay in gratitude, and stay humble. Be kind. Okay, be good to yourself. Drink some water. Give yourself some love. Give yourself a pat on the back. You just literally survived some crazy shit. Yep. Okay, you're good. Air hugs, you guys. Love to you. I'll see you in the next reading.